family. Welcome to Bach time, where we read Johannes Sebastian Bach's music and don't do a lot of talking, but we talk a little bit. And I'd be actually interested to know if anyone prefers to have more or less talking. So the talking is really about music, this music, the feeling of it or the theory of it, and then the philosophy that kind of it inspires, the whole context of Johannes Sebastian Bach and sight reading. So there's always a lot to talk about, and there's always a lot to just be quiet about and just to play the music. So, I have a lot of feelings just about that, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what your feelings are about that interesting duality of not talking and talking, just in general. Then assuming that anybody wants a little bit of talking, what are we about to play here? Sonata in A minor. And it's Nach der Sonata 1 in J.A. And that's interesting. I forgot what his name was. But J.A. is his first name and middle name. Reineken is the, organ player that was older than Bach. Reineken's Hortus Musicus. So I think actually Reineken was something like 80 years old when Bach was, 20, 18, something like that. So maybe 60 years older. But at any rate, it looks kind of scary in the beginning, but it's not. There's no 64th notes there. So it's just 1 E and 2 E, da, 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 da. Did I do that right? Let's see. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E bum 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 dun da 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 dun E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and the last two 30-second notes. So 4 E and Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it. I guess I did want to say some philosophy. If anybody wants to hear about philosophy of anything, there was this one subject about American culture. USA, you should call it USA because there's North and South America. Brazil is America. Canada is America. But then there's this United States of America. USA has every culture has their pluses and minuses. A real plus of USA culture is to self-realization, right? So it's like, be yourself, speak your mind, find yourself. The downside would be egoism, right? But the upside is this creativity that comes with, and not just creativity, that comes with, self-expression. That's why they make everything that's great. These days, the internet, the Grand Canyon, McDonald's, Hollywood, New York, Walt Disney, all these companies, Microsoft and Apple and those people behind them, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they come from that culture, okay? So that's the plus of it. The minus is the egoism. There's no question. That's a minus. Every culture has their pluses and minuses. What's so great also about that speaking your mind stuff is you're not going to be that sheep. You're less likely to be that sheep that will follow behind Adolf Hitler. So keep in mind, that wasn't just one person. They call it Adolf Hitler, but what it was Germany. It was a whole culture. And it was a culture that was dangerous based on their own narcissism. And don't forget, narcissism comes from childhood trauma. So based on intense trauma, they're protecting themselves from self-doubt with I am perfect. Gott hat die Welt geküsst und es war Deutschland. God had the world kissed and it was Germany. They protect themselves from I am nothing, I am stupid, I'm a horrible person. Russians have the same problem. When you have to protect yourself from complete self-annihilation through self-doubt, you come up with this idea, I am perfect, and that is what they call narcissism. So basically, when that kind of a thing comes along from that whole culture, Bavaria, 1935, and now it's 1938, and they come down to Austria, are you just going to follow it? Or are you going to think, what do I like, what don't I like? And that is a great segue to what we're doing today, which is sight reading Bach, because Bach can be nauseating. Oh my God, it's just the worst thing. It's the most unpleasant thing to listen to when people play it like this. It's like, that is just killing me. Okay? And then I, as a USA culture representative, I was like, hey, that's nauseating. I'm not afraid to say the elephant in the room. I'll speak my mind. I'll be myself. I'm not afraid of rejection, no fear of failure. I'm open to doing something different, unique, that is my own vision, like Walt Disney or something like that. Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, here's my vision, warm heart. Okay, and what if we look at that Bach, because it is brilliant. There's a reason why people call it brilliant. It is brilliant, but not like that. Now, the final point in that segue, if you are a composer of pop music, of, no, we're not going to take it. They're not going to take it anymore. If you're a composer of hard rock, soft rock, jazz, R&B, folk music, classical music, avant-garde, alternative rock, whatever, you here get a window into Bach the composer, because I promise you, I used to be a composer, in that when you're writing music, you do not write it any faster than I'm playing it. You write it slower. Yes, Bach also. Now, I'm not saying he can't improvise and play up to tempo, but when he's thinking through this stuff and he actually wants to write it down, not only does the pen go slower, but I mean just when you're really thinking it through, even if you're not even going to write it down, you're going to memorize it as a composer, still, you're going no faster than how I play it, okay? Because it's complex. So let's find our middle C. There it is. Oh my God, it's A minor. So there's no sharps or flats. So that's the first four notes right there. So do we feel it? Do we see it in our brain? Okay, so we do see it in our brain. I mean, see the notes of the piano. So then here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a, then 3 E and a 4 4 E 4 E and a. Is that right? Oh no. And it's all in that A, but I just keep losing it. That A on the left hand. So 1 E and 2 E and 3. Natural. No left hander. 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E. No. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. And 1 E. Of course, it's not. There's no 1 there, but those are the right notes. Now, 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 30 seconds. 4 E and A, 4 E and A. Those are all 64th notes. A major da. There's a done E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, E C sharp. Two. So 4, is there 64ths? Yeah. 4 E and E major, E and minor sixth. Tricky. Okay. Okay, the fugue, you know we're waiting for that. You know me, I'm like, let me just get through that thing, because I want to play this fugue right here. Fugue it up, my bra. So 1, E, and 2, and 3. E, and Okay, and we got the rhythm wrong. Let's go from the beginning. So 1, we're just playing faster. 2, and 3. Slow down. Don't do that. Come on. Good. Oh, is that? No, sorry. Is that C sharp? What the heck was that? Let's play that again. Those are D sharps, right? Yeah, weird. Okay, well, let's go back to measure 5. was supposed to hit B there. Let me see what happened there. Let's take it back to measure 17. And somehow didn't, that B would end up being a C there. Oh, I see, because there was a C. Okay. But we didn't hold the B. So let's hold the B on the left hand. gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Doesn't that kind of remind you that a little bit in a funny way? C sharp. So let's do it again. Measure 71 and miss the C sharp. Let's do it again. That was it there. So we got 22 pages. We're halfway through. Wow. Okay. Here we go. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E. screw that up? Where's the beginning of this Quran? Quran, okay. We came down, we played that ending. Now let's go back to the repeat, which was where? Just the beginning? Okay, it's the beginning. Okay, let's finish that thing, go back there. So the first ending was like, let me just go like, again because I made the same mistake last time. Let's play it again. Something's weird in that section. Let's go back to 28 and play it through slowly. Okay. 6 more pages. We keep playing the repeats. We don't always have to play those, but let's play the jig. Assume the jig is going to be some 6-page jig now to finish it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. G sharp, no. So 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the B's, then the G minor, the E minor. Okay, sounds like that, because it's E minor 7th, right? G natural. E major. Something like that. Let's play that last measure again so get that right. So was that like then the G natural, D flat, D sharp, and then E minor like that. Then I see. Okay, that's better. Measure 48. Let's get that into context. So let's take measure 55 again. Play such a long piece, might as well finish it right? Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, down here and here. Yeah. Good. Now, get this, like, yes. Not E and the F. G sharp? No. G natural, not G sharp. I think they made a mistake. Whatever. It's G natural if it's on the left hand, and then F sharp, C, and then we hit our G major. Look down, right? That was definitely G sharp, and then A minor like this, and like this, and like this. F sharps and the D sharp. note, and D sharp also, okay. B major. G natural, yes. This hand. Then like that. E major. G sharp. G F sharp? Yeah. Natural. Is that it? Oh, that was it right there. Yeah, so what can you say? Just like long piece. We played the repeats. I don't know how you feel about that. If anybody got to this point in the video, let me know what you think about those repeats. Do you feel like, honestly, I think the performer should just play it or not based on if they feel like doing that. What is a repeat? It is repeating. Bach never repeats. He always does this through composing, you know what I mean? Not like, Mozart is just that Mozart symphony, the 40th, 41st symphony, those two. He basically, you start off and you play like some section of it, then you just go back to the beginning. And it's not like it has alternate endings. It's just literally repeat. And I think Mozart, it kind of works for his style. But basically with Bach, he's through composed, like that Bolero by, Ravel. So the idea is that you're always, writing the music. You're not just saying like, chorus verse, which is also nice, chorus verse, don't get me wrong. But even like Nicki Minaj with the chorus verse, look at what she does. She'll like have a sound effect or something really interesting, some texture that she'll only do once in the whole song. So it is also through composed. And that, if you listen carefully, that's what makes the difference between a great pop song and a not so great one, is that they really, those mixing people at post-production, they work so hard, to add those little things to create these really dynamic textures and stuff that are only once. I mean, they'll work so hard on one little thing that's like 2 seconds of a 3-minute pop song. So, and they'll work so hard for a day on that 2 seconds. So they really do work on that stuff. But at any rate, here we are playing Bach, and the question is, do we play those alternate endings or not? Let me know what you think. I think the performer should decide. Just leave it at that. You can be like, just be kind of trivial about it. Be like, look, okay, here's one ending. Here's the second ending. We're not going to play that again. Or be like, you know what? I love this so much. I want to hear it again. Like my iPhone stuck on replay, right? Like that song. Okay, everybody. So wish you a wonderful day. Bless you all. Good luck on your sight reading of whatever instruments you're interested in.